Hello Capricorn and welcome to your April 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here with my dear friend Lucy.
Hello.
First off, we'd like to say we're really sorry for not getting March out. Unfortunately, we had kind of a bad month. Lucy ended up in the hospital and I ended up with some situations with my family, some little emergency situations. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. So we're really sorry about that, but we're back. We've got April here in tow for you. And it looks like it's going to be a really good month. So what we're going to do is we're going to do her read, we're going to do my read, and then we're going to do a combined read. We also have 2 oracle cards that we pull for you too. And this month we've been getting colors and different things. And for you guys this month, we're getting a lot of blues. Blue is a good color for you. It's going to be a really good empowering color for you. So keep that in mind when you're going out and doing things. And if you want to feel more empowered, wear blue. Blue will be a good one. Or keep blue things around you. I get blue and white, blue, just different stuff like that. So, okay. So we're going to start with the cards that we pulled in your year spread for the month of April. And Lucy's going to go first. So here we go.
Got the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, I consider this a cautionary card because as you can see the gentleman is trying to take stuff that doesn't belong to him, so that means he's probably doing that on impulse, or he hasn't thought it out thoroughly because he's going to get caught. So don't act in haste. Consider the consequences before you do an action. Okay? And then we have the Chariot. Now the Chariot is a card of victory. It's also a card of willpower and control because she's controlling this Chariot with her mind. So that's what's making it move forward, is her inclination to do so. And also the Chariot is a card of contradictions too. It's puzzlements and things like that. So if you're in a situation and you're being puzzled by it, try to think of a different way to handle it. Lull it over in your mind. Put it to the back burner for a little while. And perhaps you'll come up with the answer on your own. And celebrate your achievements, okay? This is a card of victory. It's about your accomplishments and what you're doing with your life. And the Nine of Cups is, as you can see, is a jolly gentleman there. Could be a woman, doesn't matter to me either way. Child, whatever. It's about sharing your gifts. He has abundance there. So we share with friends, families, organizations, anything that strikes your fancy. But make sure that you're sharing with a generosity of spirit, not a pompous, self-indulgent thing. Be generous. Make sure it's coming from the heart. Next is the Hanging Man. Now the Hanging Man is hanging there of his own volition, and in this read I get that has a sense of accomplishment and peace and understanding because he's reached his goal. He's reached his understanding here. So the messages here is to know what to sacrifice and when to sacrifice it. Be clear on who you are and let your decisions hang on that vision. We have the Queen of Swords is next. The Queen of Swords is confidence. There, she's confident. She's poised. She's order. She's created order in her life. She's married her joy and her suffering into a useful philosophy that she uses. It's mind over heart, usually. The one thing you have to remember here is to be flexible. When things don't go your own way, don't be so strict in your logic that you can't give and take and allow others to be themselves. And don't be so strict in your logic that you forget your own emotional health and well-being. Now the Page of Cups is young energy. It has to do with emotions. So prepare yourself as best you can and realize that you don't know everything yet. So take advice from someone who has more experience if it's offered.
Okay, so to recap, it's that haste and taking stuff that's not yours and taking on impulse. Don't do that this month as much as possible. You got a lot of energy coming at you with the Chariot.
Yep.
But you got your emotions in your house are pretty well doing great. I mean,
Yeah.
you're in a fulfilled place with the Nine of Cups. The Hanging Man is just suspending yourself with the situations and kind of watching.
Right.
Queen of Swords is more your thinking process and more your mind and words. And then the Page of Cups
The order of your world. Yep. Page of Cups is your emotions again. New situations perhaps you haven't experienced before. So if advice is offered, take it.
Okay, so for me for the month, the overall card I pulled was the Three of Cups. Now this is about celebration. It's about sharing with others. It's about community. If you see the woman in here, she's like almost beckoning you to come in. It's almost like a hospitality thing for you. So for a lot of you guys this month, there's going to be a lot of chances for you to celebrate with family and friends, to have that hospitality time, and you're going to have a lot of good emotional times. Starting off the month, I got the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is about change. It's about a speedy change. Sometimes it's about a message that's incoming, and it can also be about travel. A lot of it depends on the cards that come after. So I'm going to pull up the card which is next, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning when it comes to money. It's a creativity point. It's being grounded. It's beginning the path to one's life, planning the foundation. So I think that for some of you, somebody's going to be doing some traveling to start their new beginning and their new life. And it's exciting. You've got spring and all these really cool things. And again, it falls in line with spring. So this is going to be a lot of traveling in this first of the month and a lot of new things for you guys. So keep that in mind and enjoy it. You got a lot of green fields, and I think it's going to be a good time for you. The next card I pulled was the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is about rules, regulations. He's about structure. He's the one that all the other kings and queens of the suits come to for advice and everything. So I really think that for some of you, you are going to need to go to somebody for advice when it comes to this new stuff, when it comes to your money and to all these different traveling things. Don't be afraid to seek advice and to find that help that you need. For some of you, it's also going to be setting your boundaries. You know, they may say to you, oh, we want you here this day and we'll here the next. Well, if it doesn't work for you and your family, you need to set your boundary and tell them that it's not going to work. So be kind, but yet be firm in your decisions and, you know, be very structured and authoritative in what you believe or what you want to do. Now, the next card I got was the Fool. I like this card a lot because it talks about new beginnings and having that childlike wonder. And you already got the new beginnings when it comes to your money. I think that there's going to be new beginnings all over this month for you. A lot of it's going to, in my spread, it's going to be about money and spending time with family. But for the most part, it's going to be your job and the money situation. So for her, it's more the new beginnings. It's taking a leap of faith and just being in an awe of your surroundings and looking at it through the eyes of a child. It's going to bring you good things. So sit back and enjoy. It's going to be a really good month for you. You've got a lot of good cards and new beginnings all over the place and travel. And the last card I pulled was the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about reward for the hard work you've done, enjoying the good things in life, about material well-being and having all these things that you have, the solitary pleasures, and having your dreams being realized. You know, it's kind of a dreamy state in this card and everything too. So the groundwork that you set at the beginning of the month is going to bring you fulfillment at the end of the month. You're going to see some of your hopes and dreams come true that you've never had seen before. And again, I get this more in a work situation more than I do a family situation for my spread, but there is a little bit of family thrown in there too. I think it's going to be good for everybody all the way around. So just enjoy that. That's going to be a good month for this. So the next spread we're going to do is the two of them combined, and we're going to kind of go through it that way too. So starting off, it talks about, the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. And when you got them together, it's almost like there's going to be some hospitality times and good times with family, but you got to be careful. Don't be too impulsive when you're around family. Don't do anything that's going to try and steal joy. Don't let anybody else steal your joy. You've got a lot of good things happening for you right now in your life, Capricorn, and I just think that if you focus on this instead of this, it's going to bring you kind of a hard time throughout the month. So don't do that. And here we go. We got the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Wow, that's a lot of energy.
That is.
So this calls to following your intuition, and at times you may feel it kind of a chaotic, out of control, but follow your intuition when it comes to this and these changes that are coming your way. And even if it's travel, if you don't feel like you're supposed to go travel, don't do it. Keep that in mind. Just keep yourself grounded as much as possible. Follow your intuition, and wow, got a lot of energy. The next set is the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to have emotional fulfillment for you guys this month, and you're going to have plenty, because the nine's all about plenty. And then you have the new beginning when it comes to money. So I just think all the way around, your financial security is going to be good, and your family security is going to be good. And you're going to be satisfied with yourself too.
Yes.
Now's the Hanging Man and the Emperor. The Emperor is about structure and authority. The Hanging Man is about suspending yourself above things so that you can look at the situation, and it's a choice that you make. So keeping that in mind, I really feel that somebody needs to be very authoritative, but yet suspend yourself over the situation. Watch, look, set your boundaries, but realize you are the one in control.
Be clear on who you are and the decisions that you make.
Because ultimately you are the one in control.
Yes.
Even with the Hanging Man, even though he's upside down, he's there purposefully.
Voluntarily. Yeah.
He's there on purpose. Yeah. He's got that wrapped around him, but he's there on purpose. Yeah. And the Emperor is the one with the authority. So be authoritative and know who you are, like Lucy says, and go from there. The next set is the Queen of Swords and the Fool. There's going to be a Queen of Swords for somebody coming around. That's going to be a new beginning for you. You're going to be able to look at this whole thing with awe and wonderment, and it's going to be a good thing. Now, she's going to be a little sharp at times, and she's going to be no nonsense in a lot of ways with her approach, but she's a good woman. She's good head.
Trustworthy, loyal.
Yes.
Yes.
Good head about her shoulders.
Yes.
Then I see it this way. There's going to be some new beginnings, and you need to employ the Queen. You're going to have to cut through the bull. You're going to have to look at the whole situation as logically as possible, but yet do it with childlike wonder. Don't get so cynical here with the Queen.
Your emotions away.
Right, that you can't see the things of wonder. Kind of balance yourself out. But you can have both. It can happen. It's really cool. This is like the best read I think we've had of all the ones. This is a good read. Next is the Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. And again, the Nine's all about plenty. The Page of Cups is about messages and emotions, and it's messages of love and all of that kind of stuff. So
emotional experience, and
you know, I don't get it's going to be romance more of this, but it's more, you know, the Nines are about the self and the fulfillment and the luxury too. And it's the same with the Nine of Pentacles. You know, she's standing by herself. And if you look at the Nine of Cups, he's standing by himself too. It's all about self-fulfillment and all that too. So I just think enjoy where you're at right now. Love what you've done, and be proud of yourself. You've come a long way. You've made some awesome accomplishments.
That your emotionals can't be giving to yourself. Giving yourself the right to enjoy where you are in your life. Giving yourself the right to emotional stability. Saying, yes, I'm a good person. Yes, I've accomplished it. Yes, I am kind. Yes. Just say yes.
Yes, say yes. Good. That's good. So the cards that we pulled are kind of interesting. This was a Gypsy Oracle card that I got, and it's called the Stars, and it talks about how a long journey brings rewards. And for you guys this month, this is a new beginning, and it's the beginning of a long journey. And it's going to be about self-fulfillment, but it's also going to be about change and looking at things with awe and wonder. And a lot of the times with journey, it's not the destination that's important. It's the way of getting there. And this is going to be a long process, but it's going to be a good thing. So keep that in mind and follow your stars and allow yourself to say yes, like Lucy says. Then this was kind of interesting. This was the other oracle card, and it's called the Dragon's Lair, and I'm going to have Lucy read it to you.
You have remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you will be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered.
You know, it's all about choices. And Capricorn, you have an opportunity here to go on a whole new area and embark on a new journey. But ultimately, it is your choice.
Yes.
And I think that this has been brought to you to let you know that if you do decide to take this journey, it's going to be a good one. There's going to be a lot of good opportunities. And in fact, I think there's somebody that's even been thinking about this exactly. And you're going to hear this and you're going to be like, bing. So keep that in mind. It's going to, the cards look really good. You've got a good self-fulfillment. You got your emotions, your money is being taken care of. You have an opportunity to try something new and to go out in that with that sense of awe and wonderment, and yet still maintain who you are and the structure that you need in your life for you to move forward.
Yep.
And knowing that you're the one in control, even though there may be a lot of chaotic energy at the beginning of the month. Remember, you are the one in control. You are the one that's able to look at the situation, but yet have fun with it. Say yes. Don't be afraid to say yes. Okay? So is there anything else that you want to add to this? Okay. So we are, did I talk about the read already too?
I think so. I think you did about the...
We've done so many of these reads, it's hard to remember. But if not, we're going to be doing a free read. We'll let you guys know. We're doing one per each zodiac sign, so we'll do one for you guys too. We'll let you know when we're doing that. You'll just need to send us an email and let us know. So in case I didn't tell you.
One for each sign.
So watch, we'll be doing that in the next probably week or two after our lives kind of settle down a bit. So things are going well. Capricorn, have a wonderful month. It looks like you're going to. We're really excited for you. And in the meantime, walk in light, peace, and love. Goodbye.